हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल ज्ञानी बाबा। तो आज के वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं 7 मिथ्स अबाउट आईटी कंपनीज। जनरली बहुत सारी ऐसी बातें हैं जिसके बारे में बात करते हैं एंड लेट मी टेल यू दीज आर द बिग मिथ्स। बट बिफोर वी गो अहेड आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल अगर आपने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है। एंड आपके जो भी व्यूज़ है आप ज़रूर कमेंट में लिखिए। आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगता है तो आप लाइक करें और साथ साथ बेल नोटिफिकेशन भी ऑन करें सो दैट यू कैन गेट द न्यू वीडियोस अपडेट। So in order to go this, the first thing all managers are selfish and all managers have a favoritism. Generally जब इंक्रीमेंट की बातें होती है, जब प्रमोशन की बातें होती है, people do talk a lot कि because he is a favorite of manager, that's why he will do the promotion and increment. But I would partially agree to some extent. It could be right. बट ना मेजरली अगर आप अच्छा काम करते हो, आप अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हो तो आपको जो डिज़ायर है, जो वट एवर यू डिज़र्व वो आपको ज़रूर मिलेगा ऑन अ लॉन्ग टर्म। तो आपको ये देख के कभी भी निराश होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। यू डोंट हैव टू गेट पैनिक, यू डोंट हैव टू गेट डीमोटिवेटेड कि मैं मैनेजर का फेवरेट नहीं हूँ, मैं उसकी गुड बुक्स में नहीं हूँ। इट इज़ नॉट ऑलवेज इम्पॉर्टेंट. Yes, to some smaller company, medium-sized company, it could happen, but most of the company they do have a very strong feedback system where it doesn't matter whether you are in a good books or bad books. Yes, one thing is correct that you have a proper behavior, proper work culture, you are doing everything, then you are perfectly fine. You don't have to worry or you don't have to be manager's favorite to get the promotion or get the increment. So this is one. Number two. People do talk a lot about like hoping many jobs or staying for a long term in a job is not good. So this is matter of discussion, but what I feel in a both way, it is a right decision. Whether every 2-3 years you are changing a job, so you get a partially good increment and you get to learn many things. At the same time, if you're working in a single company and you're getting a lot more to explore, lot more to learn, so as long as you are learning, as long as you are financially growing, I don't see there's any problem. Point number 3. Generally people do prefer to work in product based company. एक ऐसा परसेप्शन होता है कि जो सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनी है दे आर डूइंग अ लो लेवल वर्क. सो लेट मी टेल यू इट इज़ नॉट द फैक्ट, इट इज़ नॉट राइट. द कंपनी विच वर्क इन सर्विस डोमेन दे आर ऑल्सो वर्किंग फॉर सम अदर क्लाइंट्स. So they are doing lot of product development, lot of application development, lot of enterprise application development. So they do niche work. They do a great work. They might be starting something from scratch. They'll build the entire application. They'll build the entire enterprise application. They will give it to the client. And I personally, being spending 11 years in the industry, I have seen that company. Which are the service-based company, they are doing larger projects where they have a people involved for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So just to say कि service-based company जो होती है low level work करती है, it is not justified. Now, so you can always choose whether it's a product-based or service-based. It doesn't matter. What matters that what domain they are working, what technologies they are using, and what field and what are the clients that matters more. So that's point number 3. Now we'll go to point number 4. This is a biggest myth that people talk that TCS is a company to retire and Infosys is a company to chill. To some extent, you might see that when people are sitting on bench, they would have a good time. They'll go out, they'll play, they'll go to cafes, they'll just go to office and come back. But on a longer run, whether you work in TCS or you work in Infosys or you work in any other MNCs, if you are a non-performer asset, you will be eliminated, you will be terminated. This is the fact that you should always remember. So if you feel, अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि Infosys is a company where you can go and chill and TCS is a company where you can plan your retirement, It is only till then, till you are performing. If you, the day you stop performing, you are out of the show. This is how IT companies work. So then don't ever think और ऐसी धारणा आप ना पाले. Don't assume such things that these things happen in bigger companies. So that's point number 4. Now I'll talk about point number 5. One of the other myth that people talk a lot, that the product based company only hire people from a product based company. So this is also the biggest myth, or you can say the lie which people talk, or maybe because of lack of the knowledge or lack of the understanding. It is not right. What matters, whether you're coming from a service based company or you're coming from another company, what matters that what are the technology experience required for the product company. And if you're able to meet, even in interview, you have to just show case that you can do this work, or you can satisfy their need, then you will get hired. It doesn't matter कि आप प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी से आ रहे हो या सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनी से आ रहे हो. इट डजंट मैटर एवर फॉर एनी प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी और एनी सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनी. What matters, what technology is required, what expertise is required, what to some extent what domain knowledge is required. Even to some extent domain is not also considered. For example, if somebody is looking for a Java developer, whether you're coming from a service based company or you're coming from a product based company, it doesn't matter for them. It only matters that you are good in Java, or you can showcase yourself. You can present yourself in such a way that whatever they require, you have that skill set, and you get hired regardless of from where you are coming. Now point number 6. Now point number 6. People talk that startups do not hire people from service company. This is also the biggest myth. Startups are more inclined towards the skills. They're more inclined toward the technology experience, because startup would have some idea, some bigger picture, some bigger thought in their mind that what exactly they want to build. So they need a people with a niche experience in the technology. So that's one thing. So that is important. So don't ever assume that startup only hire people from product based company. I personally known to many people from a service company who has gone to startup company, and they have done extremely well, and still they are doing great. So it is also the biggest myth. So what, as I was talking in the previous point, that what is important here, that you can prove yourself that whatever is required, that you can meet their expectation. So whatever the technology requirement, whatever the expertise requirement, you have that skill set, you have that knowledge, you have that exposure, and you get hired regardless of whether you are coming from service, whether you are coming from product base. Now the point number 7. It is said that the highly paid jobs are only software coding jobs. If you could have asked me this question 3-4 years back, I would have said yes, to some extent. But nowadays, no. The only software coding is not a high-paying jobs. There are many other profiles have grown up exponentially in these coming years. The demands have come up like product manager, data science analyst, BA, BI. These roles have extremely growing up. Cloud engineers, cloud service engineers, these roles have come up so exponentially that now these roles are also getting highly paid. So now assuming that if you are a software developer only, you will get a good pay, no, it is not right. Now these are the profiles that will help you get more and more package in your hand. And let me tell you, to some extent BI and data science analyst require a coding, but not the level a software developer does. And then BA, now since the bigger projects are coming, bigger products are being made. So the role of BA has become more important, where they have to understand, they analyze. So they actually become a channel between the product manager, or maybe the product owner, and the team, and the developing team. So this is one of the important role which has come up. So these are the points that I wanted to discuss today. So hope this will help you and to better understand, start your career, and sync up with your career. So thanks for watching, and again I will request you, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and do share your feedback. Thank you.